Premier League. The toughest T20 tournament in the world.
Has he got it?
What does it take to win it?
They've done it. Game, set, match. Vivo IPL champions for 2018.
Is there a formula for success? Yes, there is. And today on Game Plan, we talk about 5 such trends that have emerged over the past 5 years that are likely to make it to the playoffs.
Gigi, how does it feel to be in Game Plan War Room? I mean, you've been in so many before the Vivo IPL games. How does this feel?
This is more stressful
More stressful?
because I literally have to predict now who's got to be a winner. Because when I was playing, there was only one winner which I was representing, that was KKR or Delhi.
Yeah, आकाश प्रेशर बढ़ रहा है इरफान क्योंकि सब अभी कहीं भी जाओ ना चाहे लिफ्ट में निकलो बाहर सब्जी लेने जाओ बाहर या फिर किसी इंटेलेक्चुअल मीटिंग में सब बोल रहे हैं टॉप 4 टीमें कौन होंगी
Like I'm used to it. So
हाँ, you're actually used to it.
and also I've got the thing wrong, prediction wrong so many times कि pressure कम है वैसे. Well, last time CSK ने काम करके दिखाया था ये.
कैमरा इज रोलिंग
हाँ रोल.
I had no idea the camera is rolling. Sorry guys. अब एक्चुअली कितने दिन बचे हैं कुछ भी दिन नहीं बचे वीवो आईपीएल में एंड दिस इज एक्चुअली हाउ वी गेट रेडी फॉर दिस टूर्नामेंट एज वेल वी गॉट वन ऑफ द मोस्ट सक्सेसफुल कैप्टन्स हु इज जॉइनिंग अस गौतम गंभीर एवरीवन आकाश चोपड़ा इरफान पठान अब नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज एंड दिस इज आवर प्रोडक्शन टीम स्टैट टीम एंड यही होता होगा दैट इज देयर अ ट्रेंड इरफान प्रेडिक्शन एक तरफ बट प्रेडिक्शन के पीछे वजह होती है डू यू थिंक गुड ट्रेंड्स मस्ट हैव कम अप 11 सीजन हो गए यार
बिल्कुल 100% होती है यार वो अगर आप सक्सेसफुल टीम की अगर बात करें चाहे वो सीएसके की बात करें केकेआर की बात करें अगर आप पैटर्न देखेंगे पूरे 11 की और उनके जो बंदे बैठते भी है जो 11 नहीं खेलते जो बेंच स्ट्रेंथ है वो भी देखेंगे उसमें डेफिनेटली ट्रेंड है वो मिलेगा आपको अगर खोजेंगे तो
वी गॉट आवर प्रोड्यूसर्स एंड आवर स्टैट बॉयज So let's look at trends. Akash, Gautam on board. Let's look at trends that have come up in these 11 years and then predict which should be the 14th. Boss, कुछ दो data beta.
Most successful teams.
Yeah, MICSK.
MICSK.
Yeah.
दोनों में एक चीज तो जो मुझे कॉमन नजर आती है और that's the first thing that our wise gentlemen have also given us. Indian experience, Indian core.
Indian core.
CSK शुरुआत से ही MI in the end. Indian core, I think Indian experience is absolutely necessary.
That's Indian core.
100%.
So biggest trend, Gauti agree?
Yeah, probably, yes.
Probably.
But I still feel, for me, I think the most important thing was to have a smaller squad, but a quality squad. When I took over as KKR captain, for me, it was all about having a very, very strong bowling lineup.
2 of your bowlers should actually end up in the top 10 wicket takers list.
Anything else? क्या है पर्चे में? और
I think
बाकी trends बताओ.
all-rounders I'm sure
All-rounders.
not just one
Sorry if I came to you like a little later. Yeah.
I'll add to that गौतम जो बात कर रहा है कि बॉलिंग वो लाइनअप वैसी होनी चाहिए आपके पास जो 5 बॉलर हैं वो जबरदस्त बॉलर होने चाहिए लेकिन आपके पास एक एक्स्ट्रा बॉलिंग ऑप्शन होना जरूरी है आपके पास क्योंकि हर एक मैच में ऐसा होगा जब एक बॉलर रन खाएगा ही खाएगा हर मैच में अगर आप हर मैच की ट्रेंड निकालेंगे सो 2 ऑलराउंडर आपके 11 में मुझे लगता है जितने भी ये चैंपियंस हैं उनके पास रहेंगे
Openers have to do well, no?
Openers have to do well. Okay, one final trend. One final trend. Anything else that we missed out before we?
Uncapped players.
Uncapped players. Uncapped players. Agree, Irfan?
Yeah, totally agree.
X factor.
अनकैप्ड प्लेयर लेकिन उतने भी नहीं होने चाहिए टीम में आई थिंक एक या दो से ज्यादा मुझे नहीं लगता
Fewer the better actually,
Yeah.
if you can manage that.
Okay, hang on a second. I'm going to start with a cliche. They say yesterday was history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is present. So let's unbox this present. 5 ट्रेंड्स हमारे पास एस्टैब्लिश हो गए हैं. अब इन ट्रेंड्स को और डिस्कस करते हैं और जानते हैं कि इनके हिसाब से कौन सी वो 4 टीम्स हैं जो पहुंच सकती हैं वीवो आईपीएल के प्लेऑफ्स में. लेट्स स्टार्ट गेम प्लान. क्या लेके आए हैं शो पे देखिए. Well, if you haven't won the Vivo IPL, you ain't got no bragging rights in the T20 universe. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, formally, once again welcoming you to Game Plan, co-powered by Coca-Cola. Gautam Gambhir to my left, smiling Gautam Gambhir. Akash Chopra in his comfort zone next to the touchscreen. But I'll tell you what, gentlemen, the news of our trends has spread like wildfire. And Matthew Hayden and Mitchell Johnson too have joined us on the show. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Matthew Hayden and Mitchell Johnson, how's it going?
Oh, Jatin, shouldn't have said all those lovely things about me. It's a great pleasure to work with you again. How are you, mate? Hope you're going well.
Thank you, Jatin. It's great to be here. I'm looking forward to a great season.
We're all looking forward to a great season. Haydos and Mitchell Johnson, both of them excited. Probably the pressure's gone off the shoulders now that they don't have to gear up and play those games. Could we say that for you as well, Gautam? Or has it gone up now that you're with us here trying to make this game plan?
Well, it's gone up because I have to predict the winner now. And when I was playing for KKR or Delhi, there was only one winner in my mind. That was the team which I was captaining. But now it's difficult because out of the 8 teams, you literally have to predict which is going to be the top 2 or the top 4 teams.
So the 5 trends that we'll talk about today have emerged over 11 years. We've done a lot of study, data that has come from the most successful teams, teams that have not done well. We've tried to put all permutations and combinations together and come up with these 5 trends that you should ideally be following if you want to qualify. The first trend happens to be a strong Indian core, the presence of an experienced Indian core.
In over a decade of scintillating action, unmatched drama and excitement, lots of things have changed. The tournament has become bigger and better. Players have become innovative. Bowlers have become bolder. But the one constant that makes it the Vivo Indian Premier League is the 7:4 Indian to foreign players ratio in the playing 11. And it's the presence of this Indian core whose expertise and form has helped their respective franchises to become champions over the last few years. Looking at the title winners of the last 5 seasons, 2-time champion Mumbai Indians had almost the same core of experienced Indian players across 2015 and 2017. The core included the likes of Rohit Sharma,
And there he goes again. He's looking good, Rohit Sharma here.
Parthiv Patel, Ambati Rayudu and Harbhajan Singh. Mumbai had a total experience of over 350 games in 2015, and maintaining the same core meant the same guys had now a combined experience of almost 500 Vivo IPL games in 2017, helping them win the title 2 times in 3 years. An experienced Indian core means stability. Each player knows his role and with experience knows how to perform it to the best of his ability. KKR in 2014 with the likes of Manish Pandey, Robin Uthappa, Piyush Chawla, Gautam Gambhir, Umesh Yadav and Yusuf Pathan making up the list. Criticized for being a team of 30 plus players, Chennai Super Kings proved everyone wrong by winning Vivo IPL 2018, fielding a team whose average age was 31 years and 7 days on the day of the final. Study of the winners of the last 5 years of Vivo IPL says stronger the Indian core, higher the probability of making it to the top 4 in the points table. Kolkata Knight Riders, the Chennai Super Kings, Royal Challengers Bangalore and Sunrisers Hyderabad have the strongest and most experienced Indian core heading into the 2019 edition. And if the trends are anything to go by, these teams might just make the cut to be in the top 4 at the end of the league stages of the Vivo IPL 2019.
Indian in the Indian Premier League is extremely critical. As many as 7 Indians play or rather feature in the playing 11. So therefore, it's definitely important to delve deeper and see where the teams are standing. The top 4 sides with regards to their Indian experience, you'd find that Chennai Super Kings, right from inception, the personnel have changed a little bit, but they've retained a good core. Rayudu, Raina, Jadhav, Dhoni, Ravindra Jadeja, there'll be a Mohit Sharma or a Deepak Chahar as well. So it's a solid Indian core. You look at the Sunrisers Hyderabad, there is Manish Pandey, Yusuf Pathan, Khalil, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, there'll be a Vijay Shankar, there'll be a Deepak Huda or a Shehbaz Nadeem. So they are looking all right as well. You look at Kolkata Knight Riders, Robin Uthappa, Dinesh Karthik, Piyush and Kuldeep. You've got Nitish Rana and Shubman Gill. Let's not forget, he's equally important. RCB is lagging behind a little bit. You've got Virat Kohli as good as gold, but then Parthiv Patel, Umesh Yadav and Yuzi Chahal. But it doesn't really give you a lot of confidence. And as we've discussed earlier as well, we are trying to just emphasize it one more time, that if you have a good Indian core, half the problems are sorted, Jatin. And therefore, I think Chennai Super Kings, even though it's an aging side, but they do have experience, and Indian experience to boot.
Yeah, it's pretty evident what we saw, Indian experience. And even if you look at the two most successful teams, Chennai Super Kings, Mumbai Indians, got them over the years. They've always made sure at the auction, they first backed this Indian experience and then they've gone on to retain it. You did something very similar at Kolkata Knight Riders since probably 2011. Just first tell me the importance of this trend, a good, strong Indian core.
Very important, because ultimately it's the 7 players which is going to make the core of the playing 11, and those 7 players will be Indian players. So I feel that Chennai has been very smart in doing that. They've had Suresh Raina and MS Dhoni since the start of the IPL, and Mumbai Indians have done a fabulous job as well. If you look at their core, they've got the Pandya brothers, they've got Rohit Sharma, they've got Surya Kumar Yadav, so they've got quality as well. But I still feel that Chennai is a little ahead because they've been able to have a better Indian core, because they've got experience on that front. They've got Kedar Jadhav, Ambati Raidu, who playing international cricket currently. They've got MS Dhoni, Ravindra Jadeja, Suresh Raina. So they've got experience, they've got Indian core, they've got ability as well.
Let me go to former Super Kings, probably he still calls himself a Super King, that is Matthew Hayden. Hayden, just a quick question. Chennai Super Kings, I mean, they actually bucked the trend, or they've been bucking the trends because they've got that MSD factor. What do you make of this team? They've got the Indian core, they've got some big names who are not probably actively playing international cricket. Do you think it works in their favour, or given that all of them will be a year older, it might just lose its charm this year?
Of course, you've got MSD. You know, I think is in as great a touch as what you've seen him in. Suresh Raina, who's been there now for a month in Chennai and preparing hard for everything that's going to come over the next 2 months. So the fact is that, you know, this solid contribution from all of these older players that have stuck together over all these years, it's been a real common thread through the CSK franchise. So maybe it'll hinder in some circumstances, but that experience and that talent, I'm sure, will shine through as the tournament moves forward.
Aging like good, exquisite red wine, the Chennai Super Kings team completely changed our understanding in many ways about this age factor in T20s. But just once again, looking at this Indian core, which team do you think is ahead? Which team's in pole position, and which is probably a close second?
Mumbai Indians. They've got the firepower of Hardik Pandya, Kunal Pandya. They've got Ishan Kishan, who's explosive. They've got Surya Kumar Yadav, who's kind of a 360 player. And then they've got Rohit Sharma, who's probably the best white ball player in the world right now, according to me. And the kind of impact he's had on T20 cricket. Look at what he's done for India when he's played T20 cricket. The only problem is that he doesn't open for Mumbai. The moment he starts opening for Mumbai, Mumbai is going to be a completely different side. So I feel that Mumbai at this stage is, from the Indian course point of view, is at number 1.
So there you go. As per our possible playing 11s, the top 4 teams that do very well on the parameters of trend number 1, which is solid Indian core. You've got Chennai Super Kings, you've got Mumbai Indians, you've got Kolkata Knight Riders, and you've got Sunrisers Hyderabad. Let's move on to the second important trend, which is the presence of all-rounders. And hang on a second, not just 1, but 2 quality all-rounders.
All-rounders are indispensable in any format of the game. But when it comes to T20s, they're like gold dust. Exactly why some of the best all-rounders playing for the top franchises in the Vivo IPL have been the reason for their success. All-rounders have this special ability that allows them to stand out at crucial moments with some exemplary performances.
Holland, straight away, gets that Yorker, around his legs, Pandya strikes.
Looking at the last 5 seasons, champion sides have had at least 2 all-rounders in their playing 11 who have helped them to clinch the trophy. All-rounders not just provide balance to the team, they give teams the extra edge, at times allowing them to play the extra batsman or the extra bowler. KKR in 2014 had 3 such all-rounders playing regularly, giving captain Gautam Gambhir the luxury of not having to bowl someone who is going for runs or have Yusuf Pathan play as a floater. Not many would have forgotten Pathan's dazzling knock of 72 of 22 balls that took KKR to the number 2 spot in the points table, giving them an extra crack for a spot in the final. In 2016, eventual champions Sunrisers Hyderabad were served by Moises Henriques, who did not just bat at the top. He bowled in the power play, and his crucial contribution in the eliminator took SRH to a well-deserved win in 2016. Going by this trend, it becomes all the more imperative for teams to go with quality all-rounders to make their chances stronger of being in the top 4 in the 2019 edition. And keeping in with this trend, teams such as CSK, Kolkata Knight Riders, SRH and Mumbai Indians are topping the charts. Do these teams have enough quality in the all-rounder department, or will the lesser-known players shine this year for some other team?
One, I think, is absolutely mandatory. Two, of course, is not a luxury, but now in the new IPL world, it's also a necessity. When we look at the teams, you'll find Chennai Super Kings is right at the top once again, though Raina hasn't bowled enough. Jadeja hasn't batted enough. So therefore, there's a bit of a conundrum there with regards to their roles. But there is Shane Watson, who bowled well, batted well. Dwayne Bravo, who's also rediscovered his mojo. So they've got as many as 4 options. You look at Sunrise Hyderabad, we should add Shakib Al Hasan in that list as well. Because Yusuf Pathan and Vijay Shankar, both of them are actually batting all-rounders. You look at Kolkata Knight Riders, Sunil Narayan is an impact opener if they were to use him once again like that, and a gun death bowler or a gun bowler throughout. You've got Andre Russell, an out-and-out all-rounder, the best perhaps in the IPL. Nitish Rana, I see him as a batsman primarily, a few overs, but then look at the Mumbai Indians. The 2 Pandya brothers, Kieron Pollard, they have the option of going to Ben Cutting as well. So they do have a few options as always, and playing an all-rounder, Jatin and Gautam, is critical or rather important. Because by doing so, you can play with as many as 13 players without really playing 2 players extra. 6, 7 bowling options, 7, 8 batting options. That's what comprises or rather makes a good T20 team.
But that's the deal, right, Akash? Even on just this list that we see, there's just one team with 200% proper all-rounders, and that's the Mumbai Indians, right? With Krunal Pandya and Hardik Pandya. Gautam?
Plus you haven't mentioned Ben Cuttings. He's a proper all-rounder as well. And
but imagine 2 quality Indian all-rounders.
In that sense, again, Mumbai Indians is at number 1. We've spoken about the Indian core. We've spoken about, now we're talking about the all-rounders. So Mumbai has an advantage. Yes, Chennai's got advantage as well. Probably, but the best all-rounder in IPL is with KKR, Andre Russell. He's got brutal force. He can bowl 140. He can win the game within a span of 2 overs.
Let me ask you, you've been such a successful captain. If you've got one proper all-rounder, that's Andre Russell, and say all the other captains, you've got one proper all-rounder. If you've got to pick the second one, would you go in for a batting all-rounder who'll give you a few overs, or a bowling all-rounder?
Look, probably a bowling all-rounder who can bat at number 7 or number 8, because he's not going to bat before Andre Russell. Andre Russell will always bat probably at number 5 or number 6. I'm not going to push him down to number 7 at any point of time, because I know if he's there in the middle, he's going to win me a game. And the moment you pick another batting all-rounder, you're going to try and put him in front of Andre Russell, which will not work for any franchise. But again, if you only have one quality all-rounder like Andre Russell, that puts a lot of pressure on him, because he knows that he has to win games for KKR, whether with the bat or with the ball.
Let me go to Mitchell Johnson. Mitchell, deep down inside, I am calling you an all-rounder. You could really give the ball a good whack. But coming just to what captains would like to do, how important is it that if you're playing someone as an all-rounder, that he has to be a proper all-rounder and complete his quota of overs? How important is that factor for you?
It really does depend on situations of games. I think they've become so big in the game of T20 cricket. It's a really interesting tactic, and I think that's something the teams always talk about in their team meetings. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if a lot of these all-rounders do get a chance to finish their quota. If they're bowling well enough, then I think they should.
Thanks, Mitch. Akash, Gautam, quickly pick your top 2 for trend number 2. Teams that are ahead of the others. Quality all-rounders, top 2 teams.
Mumbai and Chennai.
Mumbai, Chennai. Akash?
You'll have to go with the Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings. Let me just put a dark horse here as well. Rajasthan Royals is a team that we haven't mentioned at all.
There you go. That's trend number 2 done and dusted. Now moving on to trend number 3, and it had to feature on our show. I'm in company of 2 openers here. So trend number 3 is that your openers by the end of the tournament should feature in the list of top run getters.
To make it to the top 4 in Vivo IPL 2019, teams will need their openers to fire. They need to be consistent. They need to be in top form. The trend in the last 5 years shows when a team has at least one opener being the high scorer for the team, it has gone on to not just be in the playoffs but also won the tournament. Whether it was Robin Uthappa for KKR in 2014 or David Warner for Sunrisers Hyderabad in their title-winning year of 2016. Openers doing well means a good start for the team, which helps put pressure on the opposition.
Well, begun is half the job done. Yes, they say that, and it's always true, almost always true. But you talk about T20 cricket, you're looking at great numbers, higher strike rates, creating a platform in the first 6 overs, use the power plays. Let's have a look at how the openers have been doing. And they end up generally amongst the top run getters in the top 5 run scorers. Mumbai Indians have got Quinton de Kock in red hot form. You got Rohit Sharma, one of the finest white ball players. Then Gale Storm with KL Rahul, my favourite pair is there. You look at Johnny Bairstow and David Warner. Warner's coming back. He's hungry. Bairstow is quality. And then the 2 Indians who will not leave the tournament at all. Some of them will actually go away, but these 2 will play throughout. So Prithvi Shaw, Shikhar Dhawan, right and left-hand combination. So these are the openers who are perhaps likely to do a lot better. And I've also kept in mind that some of the openers may actually go away in the middle of the season. Most of these won't.
Gautam, since you've left KKR, we haven't put KKR in the top 4. I mean, would have been a no-brainer while you were there. But just again, what was the role that you asked yourself to perform? Were you looking at that quick impact, or did you want to just bat as late and look at a big score at the end?
You got to have that impact as well in the first six overs. There's no doubt about it, because that is.
So 2 openers, 2 different roles, maybe? No.
No, you got to have that impact. And if you end up playing the first 6 overs, then one of the openers try and bat as long as he can till the 15th over. But you got to be aggressive in the first 6, and that is the reason why I'm going to pick Quinton de Kock and Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma, we all know how dangerous can he be the moment he starts opening the batting, and with Quinton de Kock, the kind of form he's in. Because if Rohit Sharma is in, I've always maintained that. I remember saying somewhere that as a captain, I've hardly planned against any batter in T20 cricket. I've never feared anyone, but there was one player who actually I had to plan a lot against, was Rohit Sharma, because he had so much of ability. And the moment he's in, and I know that he can hurt you at any stage of the game as well. There was Chris Gale, there were other players as well who opened the batting. But one player which has actually given me a lot to think about was Rohit Sharma. So the moment he starts opening the batting, Mumbai Indian will be a completely different team. And with Quinton de Kock, because he left and right hand combination, wicket, flat wicket, Wankhede Stadium. So I think this is the best, this is probably the most dangerous opening combination I can see in this IPL.
And that's also because we got this hint from the Mumbai Indians camp that Rohit Sharma will be back and he'll open the innings for them. And Akash, that's been the formula for a few years now, right? 120 balls, get your best batsmen out there to open the innings, play as long as possible. Your top 2 teams on these parameters?
I think Chris Gale, KL Rahul, I'm expecting both of them to actually fire this season again. They had a phenomenal season last year. I'm expecting a similar kind of the IPL for them again. And then Quinton de Kock and Rohit Sharma. And Rohit, we all know if he can do that for India, he has to open. He must bat, and he bats deep. So I'm expecting these 2 to actually do well for the Mumbai Indians.
After Mumbai, Gautam, your second team. Quick
Kings
one.
11.
Kings 11 Punjab. You also pick Universe Boss, man. You've got to pick Universe Boss. You don't pick Universe Boss, Chris Gale come and say, give me a break, man. I'll give you a break. I'll give you a break here on Game Plan. When we come back, we'll look at 2 other trends that remain as we build up to the Vivo IPL. Don't go anywhere. Back in just a moment.